Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. This is going to be my monthly haul for September. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This video is one I do every month. I show you all the bits that are new in so that you can expect, so that you know what you can expect from the channel in terms of like reviews that are going to be coming up and what I will be rotating into Shop My Stashes. But also just what I had fun shopping. I didn't do a whole lot of shopping because I knew the new Essence and Catrice were gonna pop up, but there are definitely a couple of interesting things that I added to my collection, so let me just get to it. So first things first, the second part of my Monolith collab came in. I showed you the first palette they sent me last month, which was the Cosmic Dreamer by Ensley Rain, and this month they sent me the brand new Glaminatrix Barely Basics, and I wasn't allowed to let anybody know because this palette hadn't even been announced when they showed me the image, and I was like, ooh yes, I would love to own that. It's very, very fall coded. We have some like purpley neutrals here, some cooler tone neutrals, these swampy greens, and then these warmer toned like browns, you could say. There are two rows of like really nice multi and duochrome shimmers, and then we have these really beautiful mattes down at the bottom. This palette just had my name written all over it, and the color story is like the kind of thing I've been saying, please Blend Bunny do this with like the gradient with like more shimmers, and now Glaminatrix does it. So I'm super happy that they sent this to my way. So thanks so much to Monolith for thinking of me and to like support the channel and all that. And thanks to all of you guys who helped me out to send them messages saying that you really enjoy my content. So that was, I'm sure that really helped as well. So yeah, the Glaminatrix Barely Basics is the first thing I have to show you. The second thing I have to show you is the makeup I bought while I was traveling. So if you follow my second channel, I posted a vlog there of my summer holidays. I went for 10 days by train across Northern Europe. I stopped off in Hamburg, Copenhagen, Malmö, Gothenburg, and Oslo. That was the final stop. I was away for 10 days in total. I had packed very lightly because I had to hold 10 days worth of stuff with me. So I knew I wasn't going to be like shopping a lot. I was mainly there for like sightseeing and doing like fun things and walks and swimming. I had a blast. But when I was in Gothenburg, I was staying at a hotel that was right next to a shopping mall. And in the mall, there was an Isadora outlet that had Isadora makeup for 80% off. And Isadora is a Swedish drugstore, like drugstore brand. It's just a Swedish makeup brand. They're manufactured in Sweden. I didn't know that. And one of you guys has been asking me to try this brand since forever. And now I got 4 of their palettes and 1 of their singles for less than what one of these palettes goes for. I paid roughly 13 euros for all of this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's like dead stock, so they are older products that you can no longer find. But this way I can try the brand. Of course, I mainly focus on eyeshadow. All the other bits they had in there were very picked over and very fingerprinty and just not very hygienic. The eyeshadow was sealed, so that's why I felt safe as taking this with me. This is the single eyeshadow I picked up. It's in the shade Lavender Vibe. Here's what that looks like. And then I got these quads. I have this bright one, Palm Beach, so I can see how they do when I do bright colors, but most of it was neutral. I have Crystal Mauve, which is this like grayish purple palette. And these all have a level of shimmer to them, so that's why I'm sure I'm gonna have fun trying these. We have Vintage Velvet, but I'm not expecting too much with these. The way these feel, I don't think I'm gonna love these, but at least I get to try them. And then finally, this more smoky palette in the shade Rockstar. So that was my little vacation haul. This is actually one of the things I love doing when I travel, is to buy makeup that's gonna be hard for me to find elsewhere, so that I always have that memory to the trip. And very often these things get put into makeup memory boxes, even if I do end up decluttering things, because I just feel so nostalgic and it's always like a little memento of the trip. So rather than buying like a cheap magnet, I buy clothes or makeup when I travel. And then when I got home, I did do a little bit of shopping. I had some gift vouchers for my birthday from two of the main beauty stores here in the Netherlands. So both Ici Paris and Douglas have a membership program, and around your birthday they usually sell you like a €5 or a €7, a 50-cent discount voucher. So I first went to Ici Paris, where I picked up these two things, because in addition to me having that €5 voucher, they were also doing 20% off if you got two products, and these have been on my wish list for some time, especially the palette. This is the Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials, and this, ever since trying the Silver Essentials palette that they came out with last year, I just wanted to see how consistent they would be, and that's why I decided to buy this palette to check out whether this is as consistent as the other one. I've already swatched it, and that seems to be the case. And this one I've kept in the box for you guys because I never know the names of these things, because YSL doesn't put names on their packaging, only the number. This is 203 Blushed Mellow in the YSL Loveshine. So it's the campaign they're doing with Dua Lipa, and it's this really pretty mauve shade. It's not as light as in the Bullet, but here is what that shade looks like. It's essentially like a lipstick lip balm hybrid. So that is exactly the kind of stuff that I tend to like, and I spotted this when I was in Cologne in June, and I couldn't get it out of my head. This is an exact shade. So 203 from YSL Loveshine and the Backstage from Dior in Smoky Essentials. I finally have my hands on them. And then I went to Douglas to stock up on some MAC bits, but I did buy two of these things online because they were out of stock at Douglas, so I did order them through the MAC website. First things first, I had to stock up on my little priming duo, so I ended up with a new, fresh, new, hot off the press Painterly. This is what it looks like if you've never used it. I'm going to be rolling it into my Shop My Stash tomorrow when I film that video. But yeah, I have a new MAC Paintpot because I had used mine up, so I had to get a backup, and I needed to get a new eyeshadow to go with it. I couldn't find any like light creamy matte to satin singles at the drugstore. They've all been discontinued. I was like, oh, I'll just get the MAC one then, because ordering the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee that some people were suggesting I do, I would have to go through Beauty Bay, and ever since Brexit, they no longer do free shipping unless you spend like €150. And so to just get one little Wet n Wild eyeshadow online would be just as expensive as getting this single from my store. So I ended up not going for vanilla, but with Orb, which looks just like it. I was like, I just need a cream colored, like skin tone colored eyeshadow. This is a satin apparently, but I swatched it and it looks matte. So, but that is to set the paint pot with. And then I got some lip products because I was really missing Brave in my lipstick collection. And this is the thing they didn't have at Douglas, because all of the satin lipsticks were out of stock. They were all out of stock. So I had to go to the MAC website to get this. I used to own this in the past, so that's why it looks unused. Mine just expired, and I was just missing it. And now that especially now that they're redoing, they seem to be redoing a lot of their lipstick ranges, I was like, I want to have this just to have it again for a couple of years. And then to go with that, I got Whirl lip liner, and I also decided to get Stone. I'm having a bit of a lip liner moment, and I didn't have any by MAC anymore because I decluttered all of mine. Stone is apparently a really good cool tone, so I wanted to try a cool toned lip liner. I have no experience using it yet, so we'll see how it goes. And then I wanted to go for Soar again because that's one I used to own in the past, but then the lady showed me Whirl, and it's like the cooler tone version of Soar. So another cooler toned, like slightly brown option, you could say. So 2 lip liners to go with some of my Nude MAC lipsticks. And everything else that's in this cubby, I'm going to race through because I will just be linking you as well to the 2 videos I already filmed with these products down below, because these are the new Essence and Catrice products that we got for the fall-winter season. So let me do Catrice first. We got a new eyeshadow palette. This is the Soft Peony. the Blush Affair with a cream and a powder. There's a new loose powder from Catrice. This I liked quite a bit upon first impression. I haven't used these beyond these videos because I was ill for the entire week, so that's why I haven't used them anymore. Catrice has also discontinued their True Skin foundation and is now doing the Invisible Cover foundation, which is in a completely wrong shade, but they were out of my shade online, so if I wanted to try it, I just had to buy the shade that looked like it would be best for me. They have a liquid bronzer, which I was really nervous for, but it actually looked okay. They have a new primer, the Aqua Splash Grip Primer. Then there's a new range of these like lip balms. This is the Care in Colors lip balm that they do in 7 shades. Some of these definitely have enough pigment that it shows up, but a lot of these just look like a lip balm, so you don't need all the colors. But again, I'm swatching all of these in those videos down below, so if you want to see what these look like on, you can. And then from Essence, a primer, but this has a tint to it, so it's a bit weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. They've duped the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops that e.l.f. has already duped, so these are the Drop of Sunshine bronzing drops, which again, I need to just use a little bit more. They've come out with this new stick thing, the Hello Good Stuff 48-hour hydrating serum stick. And then also a new Jelly Grip Under Eye Primer and a holographic, the Baby Got Holo highlighter. The Baby Got Bronze liquid bronzer, so also this highlighter. These lines already existed in other products and now they've just completed the lines. There is a new contour stick from Essence, which was actually pretty good. It was pretty cool toned and it looked really nice on my skin. And then they also do this Juicy Melon lip and cheek tint, which it was quite sheer, so it didn't do enough on my cheeks, I found. They're doing this trio loose powder with like a peach, a lavender, and a pink. The Flawless Skin Trio loose setting powder. And then for lips, they have this lip oil in Midnight Mystery and a dupe for like that MAC squirt gloss thing. This is the Juicy Balm Glossy Butter Balm. They've come out with a new corrector, Correct and Conceal Under Eye Brightener in the shade Light. And they're doing liquid eyeshadows, matte liquid eyeshadow. That's pretty new. I don't love the shades. They're all very orange on me. And the same thing goes for these lip products. These are the Soft Touch lip mousses from Essence. Look at those shades. They're essentially 5 shades of orange. They're very warm toned, and someone actually said in a comment that these reminded them of a Romance collection that came out a couple of years ago, and I fully agree. Even the texture of this reminds me of some of the blur tints that K-beauty brands do. So this is definitely not super unique, and I definitely think that Essence and Catrice, both of them, are sort of like duping some K-beauty brands here as well as other like Western brands as well. They're definitely, they still have the dupe game going on. Like I mentioned, if you want to see swatches of these, you want to see them on my face, I have already filmed videos with that, so I'll just link you to those in the description box down below. And then that's everything that I got this month. So those are things you can see showing up in future videos, and that you can see me rolling into Shop My Stashes as well. So thank you so very much for joining me here today. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. I make several videos a week, so I hope you'd like to stay tuned for more, and then I hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye!